Welcome in to the final PDL Weekly of the 2013 season. My name's Nicholas Murray, very pleased to be joined by Ryan Brooks. And Ryan, the Austin Aztex are the PDL champions. Sunday night's game was absolutely terrific from my perspective. Really great 3-1 win against the Thunder Bay Chill, who put in a really valiant performance themselves. But overall, what did you take away from the weekend, and in particular the two great performances that we saw from Austin?
Yeah, tremendous weekend. I think Austin were great hosts. Just from the management standpoint, was everything went out without any sort of glitch, which was tremendous. So they were fantastic hosts. Obviously, a fantastic team with two consecutive victories to claim the championship. But saying that, I think all four teams did a tremendous job.
Yes, indeed. And I mean, Sito Seoane claimed the MVP honours. He had 3 goals in 2 games, 5 goals in the playoffs, and really between himself, Chris Turpak, and guys like Tony Roca as well, you could really see the attacking quality that Austin had shown throughout much of the season.
Yeah, they were a really dangerous team. My probably favorite player on the weekend was Tony Roca. I think he did a marvelous job, fantastic, up front, and then obviously when Cito got the MVP because of the goal against Ocean City, and then obviously the 2 goals in the final. But you could say that about a lot of the players from this past weekend, that a lot of them had pro potential, and a lot of them showed it this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, the other 3 teams we had, obviously Thunder Bay reaching the championship game, and then Ocean City Nor'easters and the Victoria Highlanders FC all put on really, really outstanding displays. And I mean, not just on the field, but off the field, you could tell the quality of management, and that really shone through in the players' performance. The preparation, the way that these guys had been treated throughout the summer, it certainly lived up to exactly what the PDL is supposed to be about.
Yeah. What I really liked about this was I actually, got to meet some of the players, got to meet the coaches, got to meet the training staffs, got to meet the management teams from all 4 of the organizations, which before that they were all just kind of names on papers, and we would talk on the phone and through email, but to actually see those people was a pretty special thing, and to spend, we're there for an extended period of time for 4 days, so it was a nice being able to be in contact with them.
Now, this is the end of your first season as the PDL Senior Director. What's the biggest thing you've taken away from being on this side in the administrative side, but also from what we've seen on the field as far as the league is concerned?
Yeah, I think what the league started out when I first got here was the Open Cup, and such huge amount of success from the Open Cup that started off the season, and then that long sprint that we had for those 3 months, and then really cap off with Austin, winning the championship and hosting a great event. Being on the management side versus being on the coaching side is worlds of difference. You're dealing with different people and different scenarios, and I think that you have to just be a little bit of forward thinking of what's going to happen before it actually happens. Although you can't be perfect in that, but I think there was a lot of support from the management of the different teams, which kind of helped me along the way.
Now, we saw some really great crowds, including on Sunday in Austin. We had more than 7,300 people for the 2 days of the event. Hopefully we'll see more of that next season. What's 2014 and beyond that, what do you think that has in store for us as far as the PDL is concerned?
Yeah, what I really liked this past year is that there were 11 teams that got over 1,000 fans to each game. So I would really like that number to jump up to maybe 15, 16 teams that really have an average fan base of over 1,000. I think once you get the fan base involved, then the level of play, with the environment and kind of starts to increase a little bit, because there's a little bit more pressure involved in it, which we want to create. We want to create pressure, which then creates a little sink or swim sort of mentality, and due to the amount of players that are in the fold and the quality of players, I think that the PDL has got a very, very good future.
Now, PDL season is over, but a lot of the PDL's players are going to be moving on and going back to their colleges this fall. So we will be going away for a little bit, but we will be back throughout the off-season to provide news updates, not just on players and what they're doing throughout this fall college season, but also what's going on with the league. We've already added 1 team for next season in Lane United FC up in the Pacific Northwest. I'm sure there's going to be a few more of those to come for next season. So stay tuned for supplemental editions of PDL Weekly as we go through the off-season and build towards 2014. Until we see you next, though, for Ryan, my name's Nicholas. thanks for joining us, and hope you enjoyed the 2013 PDL season.